I think I've called it the new trashy park or the trashy park. Uh, I'm in an area that's not so trashy. But what's really good about this is I'm using the F5 with the double D coil in a situation where I'm not getting all that EMI. So I can maybe even see how it's actually going to work in a more ideal environment than I tried before. I'm gonna give this a shot and we'll see how it works out. But I'm not sure it's gonna be anything good. No, bottle cap. No, well. Probably nothing more than a shallow zinc. There it is, shallow zinc penny. It fell out on the digger. Cool. Of the day, so pretty deep, but I'll check it. Yeah. Oh, cool. Looks like a deep clad quarter. So not bad. I'll finally get a 1 point. Now let's see if it's actually a zinc. Well, I get a zinc signal and I get a... What the heck is that? Looks a little bit like a quarter. I scratched it a little bit, but it's clad. Huh. Gotta take a look at this a little closer. I'll clean it and check it on the roundup. You can usually get a zinc signal and get something the size of a quarter. I'm real close. If this is not a quarter, I'm real close to getting a indelible ink and pen and naming that a pull tab signal. This one says it's a nickel and gives me a high confidence. I understand nickels. Understand nickels can be anything, so. There it is, square tab. Again. Yep. From now on, I will call the nickel signal a square tab. So let's see what I can get. Well, what happened to it? Well, it looks like it was shallower than I thought, and it was a copper penny. Sounds like. So. Turned out to be deeper than 2 inches. And once again, I lost the target. Well, one of those days. I'm overloading, so it must be here. Oh, it's a big piece of crap. It always helps to make sure your pinpointer is on when you try to pinpoint, and I would have found that right away. Oh, shoot. It happens to be a deep, deep dime. Most deepest plug I've dug today. At least I got something for it. $1. Well, there's a pull tab, but there's also something else down here. What is this? Don't know what that is. Well, I got a pull tab and a washer of some kind, a screw of some kind, I don't know. Let's see what I got here. There we go. Well, from zinc to dime, and it was a dime. About 2.5, 3 inches down. Okay. Mm-hmm. Get a good deep one. Well, let's see if I got it out. I must have been digging a deeper signal. This says it's in the. Nice girl. Huh? It says it's in the clod here, so let me get my dirt back in and pat it down good. Okay, looks like we got something here. And it is actually a zinc penny, not a dime this time. So, okay, he's in the bottom of the clump. I don't know what I was chasing. I got a dime signal here. And it doesn't appear to be that deep. Let's see if I can just... Well, a dime or copper penny. It's a copper penny. Well, copper penny day. I got a couple of dimes though. Ah. Again, what I like, another thing I like about the Fisher F5 is its ability to overload on shallow, large targets. Now that's not a very large target, but it is large enough and thick enough that if it's on near the top, it should overload. It did overload. Now I have a lot of other good detectors that don't overload like that, so I dig it up not expecting something shallow or large. So that really does help. So I got another one of those wonderful shallow nickel signals. So let's see what I got here. And as usual, it's crap. Looks like a little piece of can slaw. After dropping off my I have a Kenyan coin, a surface find, heading back from my car after dropping off the Fisher F5 and picking up my Eurotek Pro. That's pretty cool. Anyway, the Republic of Kenya. That's cool. Okay. I have a signal, or at least I had one. There it is. It's about coin size. It's coming up at about 80. Not sure what it's going to be, but it should be very shallow. Oh, there it is. It's a copper penny. Hmm, it's cool. I picked up the Eurotek Pro for two reasons. One reason, I had the double D coil on the Fisher, and basically my arms were getting tired. I spent about an hour and a half or 2 hours of swinging it, so I went and got the Eurotek. Uh, Maybe on the roundup, I'm going to talk about weight to horsepower ratio, and also this is a smaller coil, so I'm in a junky area, so I might pick up a coin or two because of that as well. Anyway, I want to talk to weight to horsepower ratio later, as it applies to metal detectors. All right, I will be looking for a while longer here. Yeah, might be small, or I let it escape. Well, I was picking up something. Now I'm picking up. There it is. Pull tab. Anytime it disappears, look at the digger. I learned that from YouTube, and I've had a couple of experiences with it lately. So, okay, that's cool. It's what I expected it to be. Nothing important. I got a shallow signal in the 70s, so probably the most I could hope out of this one is a zinc. No zinc, but it looks like a piece of heavy aluminum. All right. Seems to be a quarter signal, or at least some kind of coin. Well, now here we go. It's a dime, about an inch and a half down. So cool. Now I'm 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 swinging the Eurotek Pro right now because of coil size initially. Now exhaustion from swinging the Fisher. Not that the Fisher's heavy, but when you put the double D coil on there, it's heavier than it normally would be. Hi, this is Texas Tiger Diggs. This is going to be a fast roundup because I realized how long my hunt video was, and it was considerable. I went out to a couple of parks. I used the I used the Goldbug coil on the Fisher F5 to make sure it was compatible and it worked fine. And I found that outside that heavy EMI area, it worked great. So that was a good thing. Also, I later went to, for the last part of the hunt, I went to the Eurotek Pro for a couple of
a couple of the finds you'll find at the end. So I want to make this real fast and less long-winded than usual because there's so many hunts on this thing. Down here I found a quarter. On the first park I found a game token, you know, and a series of pennies, 3 dimes and 4 pennies. At the second park I found a couple of pennies, and I found I found a penny. I found a penny and one of these dimes, and I found a Kenyan coin. This was a surface find. So that's my roundup, and this was the trash I got. These were overload signals. I like the way the Fisher F5 and the Eurotek Pro overload on large targets, particularly shallow targets. I didn't need to dig these, and I wouldn't have, but I wanted to see what they were. Now of a certain, if I get one of those, I'm going to pass it by. Down here, these were the coin size targets I got. You know, I did the pointer, and there was a single, a dual point. I dug it, and all these fell within that range. So this is normal trash you can't avoid. Anyway, that's all I've got to say. I had some more to say in a longer little roundup, but I'll hook that on to another shorter series of videos. This is Texas Tiger Digs, and I will see you at the next hunt. Maybe tomorrow. It'll be colder. You know what colder means? Less people at the park, and more room to work. I will talk to you tomorrow.